On the streets of Hong Kong, it seriously feels like 1 out of every 3 cars is a Toyota Alphard. People even call it the king of nanny vans, and it's basically become a Hong Kong symbol. But the place we are visiting today might change that. The day before the new Xpeng X9 launch, I went to the Xpeng showroom in Wan Chai. This showroom used to be a BMW i showroom, and it's big, around 1,000 square meters. Tesla is right across the road, and the neighbors are Porsche and McLaren. The store is operated by Sime Darby, which is also the official distributor for BMW and Rolls-Royce in Hong Kong. Right now, Xpeng only sells 2 right-hand drive models in Hong Kong. The Xpeng G6 arrived in October 2024, and they've already delivered close to 1,000 cars. But the manager told us the real hit is the new one, the right-hand drive Xpeng X9. It just launched and it's already got over 200 orders in a short time. The Xpeng X9 has only just launched here. Our first batch of X9 should start delivering next month, and right now we are sitting on around 200 orders. Why do Hong Kong people love MPVs so much? There are 3 main reasons. First, Hong Kong is crowded and space is really limited. About 7.5 million people live on around 1,100 square kilometers. And the average living space per person is only about 16 square meters on the same street as the Xpeng store. Even a normal shop can start from around 1 million Hong Kong dollars per month. And that 1,000 square foot luxury home people talk about in Hong Kong is basically a 100 square meter apartment. Spend 20 million Hong Kong dollars and you might still only be able to buy a second-hand place of about 100 square meters. If you ask what's cheap in Hong Kong, honestly, hiring a Filipino domestic helper is one of the few answers. In Hong Kong, around 5,000 Hong Kong dollars a month can hire a Filipino helper. They work hard, they don't cost much, and many of them work 6 days a week, sometimes even sleeping in tiny spaces inside the employer's home. And Sundays, that's their day. You'll see big groups of helpers gathering around shopping malls, on sidewalks, or under footbridges, sitting on the ground and hanging out. What's wild is the contrast. Behind them, luxury brand stores are glowing like billboards. It was the first time I saw a scene that is split in that way, and I was honestly shocked. And this isn't a small group either. In Hong Kong, there are at least around 400,000 foreign domestic workers. So if you think about a normal family plus a helper, you're easily talking about 6 people in one household. A big 5-seater car? No chance. It simply can't fit that kind of everyday reality. Since you can't really buy a bigger home in Hong Kong, people do the next best thing. They turn the car into a moving luxury apartment. That's why an MPV is such a big deal here. Buying an MPV is basically like buying a small extra room on wheels. It carries people, hauls stuff, works as a mobile meeting space, and during holidays, you can even do cross-border trips, like a quick run-up to Guangdong. You might ask, then why not just buy another car? Reality check, buying a car in Hong Kong isn't always cheap, and owning one is definitely expensive. Just renting a parking space can start from around 5,000 Hong Kong dollars a month. You can also see it from the Xpeng G6 buyer group. Most new owners are over 30. If you're a young person in Hong Kong and your family doesn't have money, it's honestly hard to afford a car. And this is where the Toyota Alphard comes in. When the Alphard first took off, it was like a real estate developer in the car world. With power sliding doors, a business class vibe, and family-friendly space, it perfectly hit Hong Kong people's dream of a bigger living space. There's even a local joke, whether you're a million-level boss or a billion-level boss, you drive an Alphard. And that's how Hong Kong became this MPV paradise. But the cost of driving an Alphard is very real. Fuel in Hong Kong is close to 30 Hong Kong dollar per liter. Filling up a tank can cost around 800 Hong Kong dollars. Driving costs about 4 Hong Kong dollars to 5 per kilometer. And parking, another 8,000 to 9,000 Hong Kong dollars a month. Add it up and you're spending well over 100,000 Hong Kong dollars a year just to keep the car running. That's why EV running costs feel way lighter. With an EV, it can be just a few cents per kilometer. A lot of families in Hong Kong have honestly been suffering from one thing. There just hasn't been a true all-electric MPV option. If there had been, many people would have switched long ago. Hong Kong actually started encouraging EVs back in 2018 with the 1-for-1 replacement tax break swap out an old car for a new EV. And you can get a big first registration tax concession, up to around 170,000 Hong Kong dollars, depending on the rules at the time. But for a long time, Tesla was basically the king of Hong Kong's EV world. Thanks to its early move and heavy investments in charging, the real turning point came in 2023. Chinese EV brands started pushing hard in Hong Kong. Early on, you'd see BYD, MG, and Polestar, but the real game changer was the wave of electric MPVs, with models like the Xpeng X9, Zeekr 009, and Denza D9 showing up. Hong Kong drivers who's been stuck with the Toyota Alphard for years finally got some fresh choices. They came straight to the showroom, check out the car, then go right into the test drive and hands-on experience, and that's when they realized Xpeng actually has a lot of smart features that people in Hong Kong haven't really seen before. A lot of this tech still feels new here, and honestly, when Xpeng came to Hong Kong last year, so many customers told us the same thing. We've been waiting for you guys for a long time. We've been waiting for Xpeng. Especially when Xpeng officially launched in Hong Kong last May, the response was huge. In 2024, sales of mainland Chinese cars in Hong Kong jumped by 40%, and the Toyota Alphard, which had been sitting at number 1 on Hong Kong's MPV sales chart for ages, finally got knocked off the top spot. The Alphard is like a 30-year-old Tong Lo building, while these Chinese electric MPVs feel like a smart open-plan apartment on wheels. And the launch of the Xpeng X9, for a lot of Alphard owners, it's basically the finally there's a way out moment. It comes in swinging with a price reset, crazy space, and the tech that just overwhelms the old school setup. An Alphard can cost around 1.2 million Hong Kong dollars on the road, but with the Hong Kong's 1-for-1 replacement scheme, the right-hand drive Xpeng X9 starts from around 600,000 Hong Kong dollars. The money you save is enough to hire a Filipino domestic helper for 10 years, and the space difference is wild. The Alphard's third row is basically for a pit. The X9 can fit 6 bicycles. Plus, with rear-wheel steering and auto parking, squeezing into a tight alley is easier than sharing a table in a Chan Tang. As someone from Chongqing, I have to say this. Hong Kong's hills are even crazier than Mountain City Chongqing. Drive an EV from halfway up to the top and you can easily watch the battery drop by 5%. And in Hong Kong, if you don't have your own charging setup, charging can get really annoying. That's why a lot of first-time EV buyers here care a lot about 2 things: real driving range and fast charging. With Xpeng, the big battery long-range versions make up as much as 60% of sales. At the end, manager Zhang shared a sweet headache with us. They keep getting customers asking, why did the mainland already get the new model but Hong Kong still doesn't? Standing here and watching the traffic flow in Hong Kong, you can feel a quiet revolution happening. When smart EVs meet Hong Kong's practical, many smart mindset, people aren't just saving on fuel, they're upgrading their whole lifestyle. So next time you come to Hong Kong, take a guess. Will you see more Toyota Alphards or more Xpeng X9s on the road?